So I would consider ball striking as probably one of the most important aspects of golf. It's something that beginners, if they can learn to hit the golf ball solidly, they can make huge gains in golf. It's something that professionals do. Probably the best thing that we actually see them do is strike the ball well. So we're going to get into 3 drills that you can do to strike the golf ball better. And now this first drill, this is going to give you complete control of the strike element of your irons. Now, this drill is brilliant because you haven't got to go away and buy anything. You're just going to use one golf tee. And just before we get into it, let's just talk about striking an iron in general. What do we need to strike an iron well? You might have heard of the term the low point before. And now the low point is the lowest point that the club head is, or the sweet spot in this big arc, this big circle around our bodies, this big kind of wide hula hoop around us that we create when we swing this golf club around our bodies. The lowest point of that circle when we strike irons needs to be after the golf ball. What the pros do very well, they control that lowest point within maybe ½ an inch of each golf shot, and this changes across the board with irons. I've got 7-iron here. Roughly for a 7-iron, we want to be about 4 inches after the golf ball with a low point. So this drill is really going to encourage us to do that. You're going to take one golf tee and you're going to put it maybe 1-2 club head widths behind the golf ball. And you can already see what this drill is going to start getting us to do. If I start kind of making a few swings now with that tee behind, it's really encouraging me, one, to pick the golf club up a little bit more on the way back, and then down over the top of this golf tee on the way down. And it's trying to create a little bit of a steeper descended angle of the angle of attack into the golf ball. If we can produce that, it's really going to help us take that low point and get it after the golf ball. Let's give this a go now. So firstly, just make some practice swings and just get the feel of missing the tee peg up and over the top. And then you're going to come into the golf ball, normal stance, normal setup, and just try and hit one away, avoiding that tee peg. And you can hear the strike, you can see the divot on the floor there. Why I also like this drill so well is because it gives us feedback. If I start hitting the tee peg, it really shows us where that golf club head is interacting with the ground. Okay, drill number 2 now. We're going to use an alignment stick, and I just want you to pop that down between the feet so it creates that center line between the feet, and just put the golf ball in line with there to begin with. And now this drill is more of a feel-based drill, but it's also an exercise that we can do in the golf swing. And what this is representing the middle of my body. And what top golfers do, what they do from the top of the golf swing, they start shifting forwards with the hips. The chest works forwards as well. And you can see at impact, everything is past this line, but we're not using that as the drill. We're actually just using this to reference the center of the body. What I want you to do, I want you to set up to a golf ball, and I want you to roll that golf ball maybe 1 and 2 rolls forwards. And you can really see, if I attempt to hit that golf ball now from this starting position, I've got to shift a lot of mass forwards to make any sort of solid contact with that golf ball. So the stick gives you your reference, and then the golf ball being forward, it's really over exaggerating what we've got to do to strike this golf ball well. Teaching golfers all the time, and most common faults that I see in this golf swing is that people fall behind the line, and you can already see where this golf club is going to start to interact with the ground. So really good drill. Again, make some practice swings first, map it out where you want to make contact, and then come into the ball. This is quite difficult drill, but if you can start to do this well, you'll strike irons beautifully. So setting up to the stick, middle, and then trying to shift onto the golf ball. And again, you can see the floor. Hitting balls off grass gives you such good feedback for where this golf club hits the ground. Let's get onto drill number 3. Right, drill number 3. Now this one is awesome for any of you that get a little bit flippy, a little bit flicky at impacts. And just to kind of disclaimer here, any flickiness in the golf swing is not always a bad thing. Sometimes it helps us release it and square the club face, but to strike the golf ball well, you need club face control. It can really encourage some good ball striking as well with this drill. So you're going to take one alignment stick and you're just going to start it on the golf ball, tip it forwards, and then put it in a straight line so it's kind of parallel to to the club face at address. Now, what I want you to do, I want you to imagine this as a big glass panel, and I don't want you to break the glass panel when you're making golf swings, so you've got to stop short of it. And you can see as I start to do that, what's happening is I'm controlling the wrist angles through the golf ball, and you can see I'm not allowing the club head to get past the hands. And you can see as I start to make that movement forwards, it's the handle and it's the hands that's driving the golf club in at the golf ball. Again, we're going to reference the top golfers in the world. If you just pause them in that motion at impact, where are they? They're not back here with the club head hitting the golf ball first. They're always hands forward, de-lofting that golf club, working pressure forwards, all of the good stuff that we need to do. So set up to the golf ball, make some practice swings. Imagine that glass panel is there and we're not going to hit it. In fact, I want you to think that the hands are going to reach that panel before the club head. Make the practice swings, set up to the ball, and then I want you to do a full backswing, but I want you to slam the brakes on the way through, almost as if you're playing a big punch shot. So let's give this one a go. Normal setup, full backswing, and you're really going to slam the brakes on. If we slow that swing down there, you can see how much control I've got of that club face through the hitting area. And this really will stop the club face opening and closing as well through strikes. So give those drills a go, let us know how they went. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. 3 brilliant drills for your ball striking. Give them a go, let us know how they went, and thanks for watching.